I'm catching up with some horrors I missed while on my mini hiatus, and was lucky enough to catch The Monkey in theaters. And though a pair of fucking morons who came in 15 minutes late and sat in the row in front of us, and then talked through a quarter of the movie until someone got fed up and had the ushers kick them out. Deep breath. Happy thoughts. Though that occurred, I'm glad I was able to catch the film in the theater. I'll go on with my thoughts on Osgood Perkins' latest horror treat, The Monkey, after this. The Monkey is in theaters now from Neon Films. It's directed by Osgood Perkins and written by Osgood Perkins from a story by Stephen King. As children, twin brothers Bill and Hal, both played by Christian Convery, inherit a drum-playing monkey toy from their estranged father. They soon realize that when the monkey is activated, someone near the twins dies. After a number of deaths caused by unfortunate accidents, the boys decide to throw the monkey down a well. But 25 years later, the monkey finds its way back into the lives of Bill and Hal, now adults, both played by Theo James. Each of the brothers have different ideas of how to deal with the monkey and its murderous rampage, with Bill wanting to get rid of it for good, while Hal embracing its dark ways. The prolific Osgood Perkins returns with a new film loosely inspired by Stephen King's short story, The Monkey, and produced by James Wan. That's a pretty potent combination, and though both Wan and King have delivered some stinkers in their day, I have yet to be burned by the often obtuse but always entertaining Perkins. Perkins simply sees the world differently than most, and I feel he's the closest thing to David Lynch as we're going to get these days. His films are dreamlike, can be interpreted in different ways, and deliver sights, sounds, and ideas that feel utterly unique. Watch any of his films, from I Am the Pretty Thing That Lives in the House, to The Black Coat's Daughter, to Gretel and Hansel, to Longlegs. And while all of them are strange and unique from anything you've seen before, they all feel outside of the mainstream. Well, The Monkey is probably Osgood Perkins' most mainstream film yet, and it's a hell of a good one at that. The biggest surprise of The Monkey is how downright funny it is. While you can say a lot about his previous films, Perkins is not known for his comedy. Most of his films are morose and overly serious, maintaining a level of tension and dire overtones that never let up to give the viewer a sense of relief with a laugh or even a mild chuckle. But The Monkey makes up for that big time. It's pitch black humor from beginning to end. It never goes so far as to make fun of the curse the twins are dealing with, but still highlights the ridiculousness of it all, and somehow it all turns out hilarious. Now, comedy being subjective and all, I can't guarantee you'll laugh as much as I did at The Monkey. My appreciation of the darkest of humor runs pretty deep. But if you can acknowledge that something amusing can be plumbed from even the most serious of situations or subject matter, then this is going to be the gory comedy for you. Now, if there's a weakness to The Monkey, it's that Perkins does try to sell some tender moments, and I think because the dark humor is so thick and tangy, some of those tender moments, such as the special time the boys get to spend dancing with their mother, played by a very funny Tatiana Maslany, who we last saw in the She-Hulk travesty, those moments just don't hit as hard as I think those involved were trying to deliver. So while Perkins is trying to say something about parents and their children, most of the time about absent fathers and their sons, but also during the moments Maslany and the boys get to spend together, these heavier themes just don't land as they're drowned out by the over-the-top death sequences and dark humorous tone. But just because The Monkey fails to resonate on an emotional level doesn't mean it doesn't deliver on everything else the film promises, namely shocks and gore. While some of the Rube Goldbergian sequences are highly reminiscent of the Final Destination series, Perkins delivers some truly original and gnarly sequences of violence and gore. Blood is spattered to and fro like it's hooked up to a sprinkler system, body parts are decimated and dislocated, simple household appliances and harmless tools become deadly weapons in Perkins' hands, and the kill count this little monkey makes is enough to make an 80s horror fan get misty. Now, I haven't seen Theo James before this film, but he does a fantastic job in this dual role. He looks a little bit like a lost Franco brother, but don't hold that against him. He handles the more outrageous aspects of this film realistically. As Bill, his reactions to the deaths reflect the way the audience is supposed to feel, not really believing the carnage this monkey is capable of, and somehow being right within the splash zone every time it occurs. As Hal, James embraces his more sadistic side, though still playing everything straight, or how crazy he looks, sporting a mullet and stretching into a little boy's suit as a full adult. Adding to the fun was the aforementioned Tatiana Maslany, whose hilarious take on life's ups and downs skew the boy's understanding of reality. It's a perverse role, and she has to say some extremely wrong things, but she delivers them with sincerity. I laughed at the monkey from beginning to end, and while it might miss the boat at selling the feels, it was a damn fun movie to experience. Perkins shows that he can dabble in the mainstream, or maybe the mainstream has just caught up with his devilish and skewed view of life and death. Either way, see this one. It's a gory good time. Please do me a favor and punch that like button down below. Share this video with all of your social media addicted pals. Click subscribe to this channel and ring that bell for notifications. You're doomed to live the life you're meant to be, stuck inside your reality. You're